Okay, well, Stuart Mason, man, I don't know, you're from Australia. Actually, you're from the UK, living in
Yeah.
Australia, and you're solving water problems and environmental issues and everything for the whole bloody world, aren't you? With just a simple little device that, what is it like? You know, on Kickstarter now you can get it for under $20 or something like this for this thing. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right. Yeah,
yeah,
under $20. I
yeah.
think that's US dollars. Yeah, we still got
Right.
a few early bird ones left.
Right. And what it does is with a 2 liter bottle, any kind of water bottle, you make an instant shower. Yeah. Anywhere you are.
Instant, anywhere.
Anywhere you are. So if you're out playing football, as you call it, we call it soccer here, with the
That's it.
kids, and it's instead of pouring water on something, it really regulates a water flow into a shower or almost anything you want and conserves water. It is, hygienic possibilities. And there's just so many things in that one little $20 thing. I just can't get over why you don't get a Nobel Peace Prize or something like this.
Thank
so,
you.
so what made you think of this thing?
Well, what I think where it started was when in Australia, the bottle there was a bottle left in my car,
Uh,
and one day I kind of
Water bottle.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah water bottle was my plastic bottle was left in my car, and I kind of picked it up one day, and I was like, wow, the water in here is really hot, you see, and then I kind of pondered this and thought, this is free energy. This is just free energy. So how can I tried to wash my hands with that bottle because I'd just been eating something,
Yeah.
and then I realised, wait, why don't we just try and make a? And then it started going. My mind started going, and I was like lying there at night, and then went boom. I could make a tap out of this,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, that's kind of where the idea started. It was just from a kind of,
Do you have one there you could show on the video a little bit?
yeah, I've got one.
Yeah.
I've got one which is this is how the.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah, so you hang that up, bottle of water. Now show the bottom more. Pull it up higher so we see the bottom. I see the nipple. It's not the nipple, but it's that's where the water comes out, right? And it sprays out. So you have that on the bottom. It's regulated, and the water pours out like in a in a
Like a
shower,
tap.
right? Yeah, like a tap. Yeah.
That's
You
the
just
end of the
ruined
big
all your
puddle of
work
water.
there. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just wonderful. And the material you're making that out of is not just some junky plastic. I mean, this is stuff that they're using in operating rooms, right? That you can never hammer that thing out or anything, right?
That's right. Yeah, I've actually got some here. It's medical grade silicone.
Ah,
Uh, and it's made by the manufacturers in Melbourne, Australia,
uh-huh.
and this is approved for food grade, water
I
grade.
see.
It's antimicrobial, and it's got the molecular memory. You see, so the final product is actually going to be absolutely 100%
Wow.
safe, clean, effective, and the manufacturers we work with are basically specialists in making medical equipment that goes inside people in operations.
Well,
So
what's
we're
amazing
really
is because of
yeah,
how you regulated that flow, you could take as many as like 3 showers, like when you're out camping with a two
that's
liter
right.
bottle of water. I mean, that's fantastic. And what is it, 20 washes of hands?
Yeah, that's
And
right. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And my children just love it as well. When
Really?
we've been out, we've been testing it in the outback here in
Uh-huh.
Australia, and they come running over and they're like, Daddy, Daddy, I want to wash my hands first. No, I want to do it. But let me wash my hands, Daddy. And it's like, oh, this is amazing. You know
But
what I mean?
what I think is great too, I'm thinking, down at the beach where you're walking around the sand and then you got to put your shoes on or something like that, and you just put this thing and you get all the sand off your surfboard or your feet or whatever you want, like in a real shower. Yeah, yeah.
That's right.
I
Just hang it
mean,
up anywhere.
yeah,
Hang it
anywhere,
anywhere.
just hang everywhere. Yeah.
Instant wash.
And my son goes to Burning Man every year, which I went one year with him, and that was one of the issues were showers and running water. And so, man, if everybody has one of these, it's all solved.
Wow. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the
I'll bring some
market's,
to Burning Man.
yeah, get a concession. But also in the third world, it sounds like, in developing countries where water's more important instead of, I guess, I mean, I don't know, I've never lived there or traveled there much, that you know, you have a well and there's a lot of wasted water going on, where this really conserves water for what it should be used for.
We've actually shown it to some relief agencies, and they were very, very
Yeah.
interested in the way that it, you know, conserved the water, because, you know, water is a very, very precious commodity, especially in these places where it's hot and desert and stuff like that. And, you know, getting the maximum number of hand washes out of, you know,
Right.
a plastic bottle is very important. And these bottles are everywhere. You know, there's something like 90 million bottles
90
every day.
million bottles. So now
Every day.
you're gonna save our garbage problem too, right?
You know, we want to turn them into showers and taps.
Right.
You know, that's where we're at. You know,
Maybe we put beer in these things eventually or something.
that's been suggested
I
actually.
see. I could see that in Australia, right? Well, that's just wonderful. And your past includes a lot of work with NGOs around the world too. So you're sensitive to those kinds of issues, yeah. But it sounds like your heart's really in camping and stuff like that, where this is more important too.
You know, I've been passionate about sustainability and doing good in the world. You know, I've always, you know, whatever my work career or life has taken me, I've always wanted to do some good in the world. You know, and it was a fusion of my work with NGOs and my work when I was running environmentally friendly events. It was a fusion of those two things, you see, that kind of led me to want to, you know, take my hand to inventing and doing an invention that was something that was eco-friendly, you know, something that was good for people and good for the planet. Yeah.
So now you're raising money on Kickstarter to get the money to go in production, right? You got somebody in Melbourne who has all this silicon stuff that the magic silicon will be made out of, and
That's it.
God, you're like 2/3 of the way there. You got 20 more days, but more importantly, people could get it now a hell of a lot cheaper than when this is on the market, right? I mean,
That's right, yeah. That'd be good. That support, obviously, that support is brilliant. You know, we want to get it out there to the wider world, you know.
So you could be the first, which is wonderful. You could be helping you get this out to the world and getting it cheap.
That's right. That's right. I think
By
the
the
early
way,
bird wins it.
right. Well, wonderful, Stuart. And so we can find you at SPATAP, SPATAP.com, and that will take you right to Kickstarter, you know, to find out. And actually, people ought to see that video you have on Kickstarter, because that's terrific. I mean, it says it all, and you get a feeling of life in the outdoors and in Australia. It's almost like a travelogue. You know, wants me to get on a plane and come out there next winter.
Anytime, you're welcome, mate. The door's always open. You know what I mean? The door's always open.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Stuart. It's spatap.com, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Take
All
care.
the best. Nice one.